Thanks for locking in with 77 Flavors of Chicago. We're your host, Dario.
And I'm Sarah, and I hope you're ready to learn with us.
Hey, today we talking about some spooky shit. Spooky Chicago.
Not to be confused with scary poop. You gotta go see your doctor.
Yeah, for real, right?
You know what's the scariest poop that happens to me?
What?
So every time I eat beets,
Purple,
and I forget, and I go to the bathroom the next day, and it's red.
Yeah, you tweak out over.
Oh my god! Every time it happens to me, it scares me, and I'm like, I just had a beets allergy. I eat beets a lot.
It is very wild that we started out the podcast like this. That is insane.
I hope you're listening to this bright and early Monday morning at 7 a.m.
Right. Somebody said, "What is this bullshit?" Literally, no. Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I left a moment for the audience to answer.
Yeah, right. You left some room for opportunity. I do want to give a shout out. Today is my sister's birthday. If you listen to it on Monday.
Hey,
happy birthday, young one.
She always says she's 45.
Yeah, she act like it. She ain't even remotely close.
She's not even close.
It's because some old ass family members she be hanging out with. What am I? I'm 40. So I'm 6 years older than her. She's 34 today. 34. Happy 34th. This is a sweetness year for her. We did a little fun activity today.
We did?
Not today. Well, today, but we did. What you mean we did?
Oh.
Like,
I feel like this weekend, if you follow us on Instagram, you might see that we didn't post this weekend on stories even. I needed some time off. It was unplugged weekend, and it was amazing. Saturday morning, I went to the farmers market bright and early. I thought I was bright and early. I need to be earlier next week.
Yeah.
I went at 8:30 and it was already packed.
To be fair, you said you wanted to be there at 7,
and I woke up at 6:30.
Right. That's kind of on you.
But then
you was chilling in bed.
But yes, I was. I also wanted to have coffee together, but I felt guilty about waking you up.
But the plan was for you to go. I appreciate that, by the way. You know what I mean? Like, you're a real one for it. But you made this plan, and that was the plan to go.
That's true.
Nonetheless, you went.
I did go.
Yeah, you went. But you did something else that was way more fun. I feel like you did your planting thing.
Yeah. So I'm this year. I'm trying to get into gardening. We live in an apartment, so we don't have a backyard or a front yard, but we do have a rooftop. But anyway, in order for me to learn about gardening, I joined a gardening group in Avondale, and I volunteer at the community garden on their work days just to kind of learn about the earth. I don't fucking know.
Hey, I was captivated by that shit.
Here's the thing. So what we worked on this last weekend was we are rearranging the flow of the community garden, right? Mm-hmm. So there's beds already built, but they want to tear them down and build a different shaped bed. And so one of our jobs was to unscrew the this plastic thing that you used, edging that they used in order to make a bed.
I feel like the first thing you should do is learn terminology if you want to into this.
Anyway.
That's just.
Anyway, it's called edging.
Oh, edging.
It is. It's plastic edging. Anyway, so they
ain't that a sexual thing?
No. Yes, but not like that.
I'm confused. Wait a minute.
Yes, but no, it's like a plastic piece that's malleable that you can put in different shapes to kind of create edge on your plot of land.
Yeah.
So they stack
barriers.
Basically. So what they do is they screw them into a plaque of wood.
Screwing, edging. There's a lot of shit going on.
Let me finish my fucking story. God damn. Just stop talking for 5 seconds.
Damn, what's wrong?
Let me finish my story. You interrupted me 4 times.
I didn't interrupt. Go ahead.
You're talking about sex and shit. No. It's 7:30 in the morning.
You was talking about shit literally as the podcast
Yeah,
opened.
but that's not
that's
the
different.
same.
You're right. Continue with edging. I mean, the plots.
Anyway, so I forgot what the point of my story was, if I'm being honest. But yeah. So one of the people there was okay. So now the plants that are in this plot need to be transferred somewhere else because we're breaking this down, and a path is going in that plot space. So someone's job was to identify what the plants were and then move them. And if they are invasive, tell us to take them away. And so this lady, literally by looking at plants and rubbing the little leaves, could tell what they were. I was like, that's insane. Like,
and that is wild. How could you look at a plant and be like, yo, no, this one's gonna grow too big?
But like, mind you, these plants are small. We're
You're
early
right.
in the season. Like, it's not like a full bush of something. Like, it's
Why? I'm just saying.
they're like little tiny like leaves.
Seedlings.
You know? No, yeah, see, kind of like a seedling, a little bit bigger. Because there are like but they're so small. I
You wouldn't be able to
I would
identify.
not. No.
Yeah. Well, she been in the game for a minute.
Yeah, but like a
old
small,
lady?
I can't even identify a small tomato. You know what I mean?
What
Like,
what does a small tomato look like?
We have one in the living room. You can go look at it after this. Yes.
Is it one of those ones that's been growing that we wake up every morning?
Yeah. We gave the plants that are
The
growing voices.
Yeah, we definitely did. Yeah, because they growing like every morning we wake up, they at least another 2 inches taller.
No.
Man, them bitches growing fast.
Like,
what you mean?
Centimeters, not inches.
We can see it visibly though. It's got to be at least an inch they grow in the morning.
I mean, they're like 3 inches tall, so I don't know about that.
But like yesterday, there was 1 inch.
They are significant.
Like these things are growing. Y'all, I've been fascinated. Speaking of growing taller, I've been fascinated by bamboo. And Sarah kind of cut down my dream a little bit today.
I didn't cut down your dream. So we went to the Garfield Park Conservatory. All right, and they have bamboo there that grows 3 feet overnight. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just put that in our brain as we continue the story. Dario wants bamboo, so I
do.
say, "Oh, we can buy a bamboo plant. Like that's doable." They sell them for decoration. And he's like, yeah, but is it like the one we saw? Absolutely the fuck it's not like the one we saw. That's giant bamboo. He's like, yeah, but I want to cut a piece and make it into like a solid
Yeah, just
thing.
want to have it. Like make a flute or some shit out of it.
Why don't you just buy a flute?
I want to make it. If it grows 3 feet a day, I can have a flute by tomorrow.
Why don't you buy
You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you buy bamboo that's already been cut?
What's the fun
Not
in
as
that?
rewarding.
To be honest with you, I just don't believe that it grows 3 feet in a day. Like I want to see.
Why
that.
would they lie to us?
They've lied about worse? Matter of fact, today
Garfield Park
not
Conservatory?
them, not
Okay.
Garfield,
the
but
man.
the man has
The
lied.
man.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
The man has lied about worse. That's true.
but I would like to see if that thing.
Long story long, we're not getting the 3 foot overnight bamboo.
Don't never say never because you don't know.
Not in this house.
Well, where?
Not in this house.
Why not?
I promise you that. Because where are we going to put it?
We give it away. We donate it to somebody. Put it outside or some shit. I don't know.
So you just want it for 1 day for it to grow 3 feet so you could cut it.
I want it until, I honestly don't.
Also, bamboo is very invasive. You can't grow it near other things. It has to grow by itself.
Like,
it takes over. It takes over. It's like mint and stuff like that.
It ain't gonna take over. Like we just put it in a pot by itself.
You think? Yeah, but like that's not gonna grow too much in a pot. It's restrictive. It's not enough space for it to.
I guess if it, but a big ass
crazy.
pot. Like, all right, y'all, we gonna figure this out, man.
We're not.
I
We're
really
not.
do.
The conversation is over. We're actually not even gonna talk about it ever again. Just so you guys know.
Damn, come on now, you can't shut down a brother like that.
Yes, I can.
Okay, well, I guess I'm shut down, y'all.
Yeah.
I do want to say one thing that I kind of got into was Fallout. Not kind of.
You deep.
I'm locked in. I'm caught up. I'm done
So
now.
Dario always gives me shit for binging shows.
No, I don't give you shit.
Yes, you do. You said how can you watch so many in a row because he's a hater. But then
this is
and he
South.
also has like the world's shortest attention span ever.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll be locked in on everything.
Well, that's also another symptom.
Wow. Wow. Damn.
Locked inness and also short attention span. Anyway,
this is
not diagnosed.
This is an onslaught of me today. You just taking it out on your boy. I had a shout out to my boy Matt, our friend Matt. I hung out with him yesterday. What am my timetable step it is? I hung out with him this weekend, and we were talking about kind of that sometimes Sarah, she will have a moment on the podcast. Sometimes it's my day, where we be wilding. Today is definitely what I said. It's your day. You wilding today.
False.
It's not false. It's very anyway. No, but it's kind of coincidental. I spoke to them about that. But yeah, Fallout is fantastic. It is amazing, y'all. If y'all play the video game, Fallout.
It's too graphic for me. I can't.
Yeah, I mean it's very graphic, but the game is very graphic.
Yeah.
It's It's very fun. It is a
Fallout
Fallout 4.
The show is
Out of control.
graphic.
The show is out
I watched
of control.
the first episode and I was like, I'm out. Not because I didn't like it. I really enjoyed the
This shit is
storyline.
bullshit.
But
They had boobies in the last episode.
Boobies.
Yeah, they was doing some kind of ritual, and everybody was taking their clothes off.
Damn.
It was wild. It was apparently the. I
Is
don't
that
know.
why you're binging it now? You're trying to
No, see more boobies? No, no. That's not it.
No, but like
sorry to ruin
there's
it for somebody. But
beheadings and shit.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's
but
crazy.
but also speaking of another TV show, it's been a fun weekend, y'all. For a week for TV. I just want to feel y'all.
The other one?
X-Men, y'all.
Oh yeah,
bro. Like if this, we haven't been able to talk to anybody about this. I don't want to ruin it in case anybody.
Yeah.
But
it's amazing though.
Ooh, X-Men '97
Yeah.
is really going crazy.
I actually have never seen any X-Men anything until this one.
Yeah. Well, you need to go back and watch the first 5 seasons. They were just lit. Like it's 20 episodes per, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's doable.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Cartoons.
Could binge it.
Yeah. I mean, man, but this is out of control.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked enough about
other things. Wait, how
cartoons.
long is our tangent this week?
Let's see. Let's see. What's your guess?
7 minutes.
7 minutes? Damn.
Is
Ooh.
it 7?
11.
Oh shit.
Way the fuck off. Yeah. How did we blow this much time?
Damn. Pause.
Damn, wow. That is.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It's a group setting.
You know, hey, what's up?
No.
I look at you.
No.
Don't do that.
Okay.
We're good.
See boobies one time.
No.
Now you're talking about group settings.
No. Y'all, you know, maybe I'm acting like this because I got cracked over the head this past week. With the fucking, I can't believe this, but like y'all, we came home. I was a little tipsy.
Very
we went
drunk.
to the
Very drunk.
We went to the Bullet event, which for
You
the
had like
new Bullet ride.
17 whiskeys.
Your boy, me and Jay Ivy was getting fucking fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, it was pretty fun.
Correct.
Jay Ivy, by the way, very cool dude. I don't want to say he was getting fucked up, but we was.
Dario
toasted.
was gonna fuck.
Yeah, I was, but. Come home to like load the pictures up or whatever the fuck I was doing. I don't know why I was even in here on the computer at that time, late at night.
This is in our studio / office.
Yes, where we are right now.
Yeah.
And above my head, a little offset, is a lamp, right? For light. In a damn
the
room.
lamp fan combo.
You know, so I pulled this thing down. When I tell you it hit my drunk ass, it just beamed me on the head.
Oh God,
y'all! It was pieces. It was pieces and shit.
Now Dario has to clean up with drunk
cleaning up glass. So we cleaned that shit up. The next day we we was doing something, and I'm like, it's fucking glass everywhere. It's falling.
You didn't clean shit.
I didn't clean shit. I mean, I was like, what the fuck? All I remember telling you is, babe, put some shoes on. Don't come over here. You know, I was like, man, but I was gone. Y'all, so I can't believe, maybe that's why I'm acting different, because I'm like, my head is, I got a knot on my head. Like, I ain't got no knot, but like, that shit cracked me over here. Glass broke on my head, y'all.
It didn't break on your
head. It hit me in the head.
It hit your head whole and then broke on the ground.
No, it did not. It cracked on my head. What you mean?
It did not crack on your head.
Yes, it did. I remember this shit. I was like, oh, shit. God damn. And then the shit just shattered. I remember closing my eyes because I'm like, I don't want to get it in my eye.
Yeah, you're wearing glasses too, so.
But still, that shit.
True.
Man, so yeah, that was.
All right, well, we're 17 minutes into the episode.
Yeah, right.
So
I feel like we need to tell that story, but shout out to Jay Ivy. This one's for you, but anyway, today we're talking about spooky stuff, and you could probably tell by the title. Geoffrey Baer's on this episode again. We interview him. He is got another TV show. This man is like the Master P of TV shows.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he got them all. He's Pokemon up in here. He got all the TV shows.
All of them.
However,
I mean, he's the brand.
He's the brand. He's the face of it. So he got another one called Chicago Mysteries.
This one I'm really excited
very excited about. Some of the stuff
I love
we talked
spooky,
about.
scary things.
Yes.
And it's not just like ghosts and stuff. It's like true crime, ghosts, ancient murder. He's not ancient in terms of Chicago history.
Yeah. Yeah, what good thing is so we sat down, we talked to him about spooky stuff. Y'all probably know a lot of scary shit is around Chicago.
Yeah,
like Chicago is haunted.
There's a lot
places.
of haunted tours that you could take around the city.
Lots of haunted.
Yeah,
things.
but who's giving you haunted in April?
Right. You know. Well, right. We the only ones giving you haunted.
Yeah, baby.
Well, they still going through the 77
Damn.
flavors. Anyway, no, we've been past that. We did that already, but we started out in Lincoln Park this episode.
Yeah.
We just walk around, just kind of like set the mood.
Because there's
Lincoln Park was the city's cemetery, you know, for before the fire and everything.
They say when they dug up at some point, they found 80 bodies just in the area around Couch Tomb. Which we've talked about Couch Tomb before. You can go find that in the Lincoln Park episode.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy to be around there.
Very creepy. I don't like cemeteries. I don't like the idea of cemeteries in the city.
Yeah, well, we got like 4 big ones, but 3 big ones, major ones. But no, actually, we got a lot more if you go to Mount Greenwood.
Yeah,
7 right there.
So many.
We got a ton of, but today we were talking about some scary stuff. Coincidentally, y'all hear this in the episode, but we also were in the Lyric Opera House, the prop department, which is haunted apparently, and so
like Ghostbusters came out there.
Yeah, and so was Geoffrey Baer.
Yeah,
pretty dope.
Like maybe a week apart.
Yeah, right. So we gonna play you because some of the stuff and like hearing some things about like what's spooky. This shit is crazy. And we went to the Hull House again.
Right.
And what was crazy about that is like I didn't really understand that the Hull House was like part of the haunted thing, and we were in her bedroom.
Oh, I can't wait for you to hear this one.
Yeah, it's out of control. Yeah. but we were in there in the bedroom, and apparently we were like literally right underneath the haunted shit. Did not know that. Nadia didn't tell us nothing.
She didn't.
She didn't mention anything.
Damn.
Also, there's more stuff here. But I watched the episode already. It comes out on Tuesday. If you're watching it, listening to it Monday. April 16th is when it comes out. I watched it already. It's good.
Without me?
I was editing the video.
Oh.
And so, cutting up clips and snippets.
That's what we're doing now.
Well, come edit the video.
Okay, gotcha.
Edit the video.
No, don't want to do that.
You know, like so. But I got intrigued. I was watching. There's a lot of fun things. So, without further ado, we are going to play that conversation for you. Enjoy. Y'all, welcome. We are back again with Geoffrey Baer.
Now you're like the most
third. He's the second
frequent.
most. Second most.
Frequent guest.
Chicago Shot Food Local. Shot Food Local. Y'all better get on it, man. Like Geoffrey Baer is coming fast with it. So, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, the second season of Chicago's most beautiful places, most beautiful places in Chicago. Mm-hmm. That was a success.
That was
right?
so good.
Oh, thank you very much.
That was so good. Yeah.
We talked about it last time about how you switched it up a little bit and is more about the more people based. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Yeah. That was a good change, right? Yeah. It was a good change, a little different, but it really got the point across, in the way you wanted it to. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
all your projects are awesome. So I'm really excited about this one.
Yes,
because we've never actually done like a spooky episode on Chicago.
Yeah,
and I know there's part of the reason is because it felt so overwhelming. There's so much like haunted stuff, murder stuff.
Yeah,
like where do you even begin?
Yeah,
but. How did you, why are you doing this show? Also, I was saying in the previous shot, I said April is the scariest month in Chicago only because, the difference in seasons, you can get snow and then you can get 70 degrees.
Oh,
so
that's interesting.
Good time to...
Because it's very gloomy.
Yeah, super gloomy.
Well, so we, most of my shows are, about Chicago history, Chicago architecture, and we're just always looking for kind of new ways to tell the story. Yeah. And my boss, our vice president of production, we were in a meeting trying to figure out what we should do next, and she said, "How about Chicago mysteries?" And we were all like, "Ooh, yeah, we don't know what that is, but it sounds good."
Sounds really good.
Right.
And Shelley, our vice president of production, just trusted us, and she's like, "You'll figure it out."
Yeah.
And so we went out and did a lot of research, and so there are unsolved mysteries, there are solved mysteries. Some of it's true crime, some of it is paranormal, and a lot of it is just strange oddities that raise questions. Some of them are very familiar, and some of them you never heard of.
Yeah.
So. First, we're at the Hull House dining hall, dining room, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the dining room, Dining room.
So we did an episode on the Hull House, but we were only in the house. So we've never seen this room before.
Yeah.
But this is one of the ones that's like featured on the show, right?
Right. So the house,
Right.
so the dining hall or dining room is a separate building. Actually, I just learned it was moved.
Yeah,
So
Right.
It
yeah.
used to be attached to the
Moved
house.
and rotated.
The house we're seeing kind of out those windows
Yeah.
there is the historic Jane Addams Hull house, the settlement house where the social reformer, helped the immigrant population in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But at one point, there became this myth
Right.
of this devil baby
Devil baby.
that was living in Hull House, like a devil baby.
Yeah. Wow.
And Jane Addams actually wrote about it.
Oh, really?
She did?
Yeah.
Wow.
So these people were just lined up around the block. They were demanding to come into Hull House and see the devil baby.
Who started this?
Yeah, right.
rumor?
Right. So the story was, and it's interesting because it depends on the ethnicity and the religion of the teller. It had several versions, but in the Catholic version, a devout mother married a devout woman married an atheist man.
Of course. Otto. Devil
yeah,
baby.
right.
There you go. And so he took a religious symbol off the wall and he smashed it on the ground and he said to his wife, I would rather have a devil in my house than she's pregnant. So I'd rather have a devil in my house than a child.
Holy
and
cow.
then she gives
My
birth,
God.
but she gives birth to this little devil baby with pointed ears and a horn and a tail. And he takes the cigar out of the father's mouth and starts smoking it.
No, you're
Oh,
joking.
jeez.
So they don't know what to do with it.
So cool.
So they grab it and they bring it to Hull House because this is the neighborhood,
Yeah.
Yeah,
help
the community,
center.
yeah.
And the people at Hull House think, well, this is just the story. They take it to a church to try to get it baptized, but it escapes and they catch it again.
The baby,
and so
the
then
newborn
yeah.
escapes, yeah.
So then they don't know what to do with it, so they lock it in the attic. And so supposedly there's a devil baby locked in the attic in.
Has
Hull
anybody
House.
seen? Will we see that on the show?
Does
Well,
the devil baby make an appearance?
Our art department did a really great job. Reed,
I can't
Reed
wait to
Marvin did this whole like comic book treatment of particularly the baby smoking the cigar.
Oh,
which is
that's
pretty
so funny.
And Jane Addams came to see it as a. She thought she was fascinated by these neighborhood myths,
Yeah.
and she came to see it as a kind of a way of empowering the women, the powerless women in the neighborhood. Because here's something that wasn't their fault,
Right.
Right.
and they were always blamed for all the faults in the
Right.
family and burdened with all the burdens of the family, and here the husband caused all the mischief. So she wrote a whole article about it in Atlantic Magazine.
Wow.
That's amazing because that story is old. It's not one of those
Yeah.
new Chicago type of things. The whole house was built in 1860s, and so for that story to be around so
long?
that long.
Well, I didn't know about the story at all. Came up in our
I've never
research.
heard of it. That's so cool.
And there are a lot of stories of haunting in Hull House. And Nadia Moraga, who's was our host and the person we interviewed from Hull House, she believes in some of the hauntings. She said
She's
there
here
are
all the time,
People feel spirits in Jane
I
Addams'
believe it.
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. There's like a body sleeping in the bed. Did you see it?
No.
Not a body.
Okay. I was like, oh God, I didn't know that.
Like a depression or something in it.
Kinda.
Oh boy, she saw it. I didn't. This is new
It
to me.
looks- it
We
feels
were
like-
sitting right in the bedroom too, so
Yeah.
this is news
And
to
you
me.
felt
there's-
like you saw something?
But then there's also like the mannequin wearing her outfit,
Yeah,
which is
that
always
was kinda
creepy to me.
Yeah, that was creepy. With the FBI thing right
Wasn't
there
it like
too.
a black outfit?
It was like
Yeah.
black and purple or something.
Well, there's also supposedly outside of Hull House, there's a place where a fountain used to be, which Nadia explains in our show that it was a portal to hell.
What is going on?
It's a lot of Catholics in this
Yeah,
house.
right. What,
These
like
stories.
that is.
That
When did
is
that
so
story
funny.
start? Like,
I don't know the origin of that
okay.
story.
Well, we'll talk to Nadia.
Okay,
We'll
so
watch it.
what's like your favorite story that you heard that you also didn't know about that kind of like blew your mind?
Well, so there's a true crime story. Adolf Lutgert, this is 1897, I believe. He was the Chicago sausage. Germany was. We had the stockyards. We had all these German immigrants.
Yeah.
Was up in Lakeview. He was the sausage king of Chicago. So he had
Okay.
big sausage factory up on Diversity. The building is still there. It's a condo building now.
Okay.
And one day his wife disappeared, and
Oh,
it's
no.
not a Sweeney Todd story, but
Killing the sausage.
well, no, that was the rumor, and actually, for a long time after that, people in Chicago, sausage sales went down.
Yeah. I'd imagine. I'm not
Yeah.
eating like
The best pies in London.
Right.
Kind of. Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. But so he was having affairs. He was not a good guy. The business was in trouble. The wife was really kind of unhappy with all of this, and they were getting a lot of fights. And then one night, he spends the night. He was also spending a lot of nights in the factory. And after they have a big argument, he spends the night in the factory. She's gone. And there are these big vats in the factory basement filled with this very caustic material. So the belief was that he murdered her and then dissolved her body in the basement of this sausage factory.
jeez.
And it's a whole true crime thing. Like the police empty the vat and they find like a little piece of bone. And it's the first time ever that forensic evidence is used in a trial because they got an anthropologist to say that this looked like it was a human foot bone. But they also found 2 gold rings in the bottom of the vat with Louisa Lutger's initials on them. So it was kind of a big...
definitely.
So it.
He definitely
He was
dissolved her.
convicted.
Yeah, he was convicted.
He was convicted. And so we were allowed to film. They've never allowed a camera crew in there before.
Oh wow.
So we were allowed into the basement to film, and it is extremely creepy down there. It's a very nice, loft condo building, but the basement, super creepy.
Oh my God.
And then there's a whole ghost component to it. So then we got this ghost researcher to join us in the basement, and he came with all these beeping and whirring little
Ghostbuster, huh?
gadgets,
Yeah.
and we went around the basement looking for.
Don't spoil anything,
Louisa's
but did
ghost.
did it anything beep?
Yeah. At one point,
Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't. I believe that there is an infinite array of reality that we don't understand at all,
right.
and I think that people have a way of anthropomorphizing things. So, well, that must be like the spirit of someone.
Right.
Maybe that's true, but I think undoubtedly there are other sort of dimensions and realities that we can't even begin to comprehend with our minds.
Yeah.
And so we try to kind of make it something we can understand.
Yeah. Right.
Like, oh, that's a
agree.
ghost.
You put a devil baby story
Right,
together.
right.
Yeah.
To tell
But who knows? I could be
Right.
totally wrong.
Right.
Maybe there are
Right.
ghosts.
I feel like we don't know, I don't think anyone knows enough to be like, definitely there
Yes.
is or definitely there isn't. Like, I don't know.
Right.
If you believe in it, great.
Right.
Not
Maybe
great.
that's actually how I should say it. Rather
Yeah.
than I don't believe it, I
Don't know
don't
enough.
quite know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, what is so? How many locations in this do you go to and visit?
There are 12 stories, but actually one person who, I don't know, maybe you've had her on your show, Jessica Mlinarik, who's a kind of specializes in offbeat oddities all around
No, we
Chicago.
haven't had her yet, but we sounds
She's
like
great.
we need to.
Yeah, photographer and sort of explorer, and she's written a couple books. She took us to 3 places, so I guess technically there are
9.
Well, there were 12, but technically there are 14 or 15.
Yeah.
She takes us to 14, I guess, because she takes us to 3 of them.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So she's well documented. She's fully invested in this.
Yeah. Well, like she had like 3. We did like sort of 3 mini segments with her.
Okay. What is the most believable thing to you in all of
It has
this?
to be like the murder.
Yeah.
ones,
Right. What is? But aside from the 2 that we talked about, what's the most?
Well, right, because there are some that are just
myths.
myths. One like the devil baby, or there's another one about a UFO that was sighted at O'Hare. And that's just...
That wasn't that long ago, right?
2006.
Yeah. Now that they've confirmed that there's been UFO sightings and other beings, that might be believable.
Well, it's who knows?
Right, who knows?
And I mean, so that would be more in the realm of like, who knows, right? I mean, it's pretty crazy, the Tribune transportation reporter John Hilkovich broke the story. because it was not just some crackpot saying, "Oh, look, it's a flying saucer."
Right. Yeah.
These were like airline and FAA professionals. So the FAA said nothing to see here, but then Hilkovich FOIA'd the air traffic control tapes, and we have them in our show. You hear the air traffic control tower and the ramp walkers say, "Hey, now we're over here in Concourse C. Did you guys see that flying disc over gate Charlie 17?" And then the tower's like, "Yeah, somebody else was talking about that." And then a pilot whose plane was parked at Charlie 17, C-17, put his head out the window and looked up, and he saw it. It was a gray disc hovering over C-17, like 1,400 feet, and then it shot straight up.
What?
And made a hole in the clouds, so you could see blue sky through it.
And they saw, and you hear them talking about this.
Yeah, they're talking about it.
God, why is that like that's creepy to me right now? Like I've never seen anything suspicious like that. But hearing this,
You've seen like video of it, but you've never
I
seen
guess
it in
I've
real
seen
life.
it, but like video can be doctored. You know what I mean?
course.
Yeah, video can be doctored. I'm an editor, so I can.
Yeah,
you know, like,
exactly.
yeah.
You can make anything believable.
You can make anything believable. But
So anyway, this is a very long way of answering your question. Like that's, who knows what that is. But then some of the other stories in the show, when you say like what's the most believable, they're things that we are able to document and sort of solve and know and understand. So, there is the world's first nuclear reactor is buried in a forest preserve.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys knew about that.
oh, we knew about that. Yeah. There's fragments all over Chicago also of it. It's sitting around.
Really?
Yeah. There's like pieces inside the University of Chicago in the special library
Collection.
Collections, yeah.
They have it in a case. There's a piece of the pile, Chicago Pile 1.
Pile 1.
And then where were we at also where they have another little fragment we saw? Go back and watch it, but we found it. There's another fragment somewhere else in the city. Yeah. So, but the main piece is obviously buried.
Yeah, it was just buried in the forest preserve. So, I mean, obviously that's documented, and Jessica Mlinarik takes us to see that. There's a really good one. It's one of my favorite ones, actually.
Please tell us.
So, there's a sculpture down at the University of Chicago, like an abstract modern sculpture. It's about 12 feet high, and it's 3 pieces, and like it's a sort of a halo, and then these 2 tall pieces sort of leaning in towards each other, and a kind of a curving piece at the bottom. It's bronze.
Okay.
And the urban myth is that on May Day, which is the international holiday of the worker, communism, right? If the sun is shining, these figures come together in such a way that they cast a shadow of a hammer and sickle on the ground, which is, of course, the international symbol of communism.
Yep.
So that this was like secretly the sculptor was sending this
A beacon
message,
to,
sympathetic to communism. And there are lots of pictures of it, with the sun shining on it, and it sort of looks like a hammer and sickle. So we went and we got the artist, whose name is Virginio Ferrari. I think he's in his 80s.
Yeah.
The sweetest guy. I just loved interviewing this guy.
I bet that was
And I said, so, this is the myth. Is it true? And he said, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. But we don't want to just take his word for it.
Right.
So we probed it a little bit, and in the end, it turns out it wasn't even supposed to be oriented that way to begin with. It was supposed to be, all the pieces were supposed to be the other way around. But when the architect saw it, he said it's too close to the sidewalk. It's going to block the sidewalk. So he made Ferrari turn it around the other way. So it would never have even cast a shadow like that, except that the university made him turn it around the other way.
Wow. That's a legendary
really cool story.
Because
that's,
you get to the base of it. Yeah. That's amazing.
I love that. I love that. I can't wait to watch this show.
Yeah, I know. Literally everything that we've told you several times. Not going to keep telling you, but this is just another one, just to kind of there's a lot of myths that we have. We were just in the where were we at? The Lyric Opera House. And we were in the props department, and apparently they've had a ghost hunter in there also.
They say the opera is haunted.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny that you're saying that, because that is in my next show. Not The Haunting.
Oh.
My next show is called Chicago Works, and it's
Okay.
all about all this sort of behind the scenes of Chicago.
Yeah.
Like inside the scoreboard at Wrigley Field,
Yeah.
or changing over the United Center from basketball to hockey. But we went to the Lyric, and we were in the prop shop.
Wow.
Showing like the behind the scenes
Yeah.
of the prop. Did you see the box in there called Body Parts?
Yes, we did.
The leg hanging out,
we
and
did.
it looks like it's severed.
We literally just.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Wow.
Did you go to the wig shop?
Yes.
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 You did?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're doing. You scooped me.
You know, we won't tell anything.
You totally scooped me.
Except we're not getting paid PBS money.
Right, right. You know what? You know
Oh,
what's,
PBS money. Yeah,
Public
PBS
television
money.
money.
you know what's ironic about it is that we are late on releasing that video. This was literally the episode before this one,
Yeah, literally.
and we
We just-
haven't
we
released
just
the
did it.
video.
Did they tell you we were there?
No, they didn't say anything.
That
But
is
we
so
also-
Maybe they
weird.
thought they didn't want to mention it because like the show isn't out yet. They
Yeah,
thought
maybe
you
the-
didn't
you know,
wanna
in
So
the
they
NDA
make
type.
those wigs one hair at a time.
Yeah.
Did you see them
So
making
cool.
those
We didn't
wigs?
see
Did you,
him.
go into, did you go into the what is it called? The Edison
Edison.
boiler room?
They wanted us to go in there. We didn't shoot in there.
It's
Oh,
creepy.
that's-
Creepy. That's creepy.
It's creepy.
well, because Samuel Insull built the building.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
the head
yeah.
of Commonwealth Edison.
Right.
Yeah.
So, hey, might as well put the
Might as well,
substation in
yeah.
the basement.
You wanted to like fund the opera through all these like little
Yeah.
businesses, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
that is
cool.
small world that we were.
That's weird.
Literally.
So they put two different wigs on me
Oh,
did-
for the
did?
show. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I saw you tease that on. Now you have an Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally.
She was so happy
I
when
was
she
so
saw
excited.
it.
I was like follower number 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But yeah, we
Of the
saw.
15 that are following you.
That's not true.
Just wait till the word gets out.
Yeah.
So like, but yeah, we saw you, playing around with it. We had no clue that that's what that was for.
Yeah, it was very disconcerting.
so
Like, they put this dark wig, like really like realistic looking wig on.
Yeah.
It felt like Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just
Wow,
like,
Ronald Reagan.
it just does not look right.
That's so funny. Did you get to see a show or were you
I
just
did.
like-
I went and saw Aida.
Oh, so
Oh, we did.
we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
How did you like it?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Right?
Amazing.
Oh my God.
The ending.
And it was very intimate. I mean, here's a
Super.
2,500 seat opera house.
Yeah.
That's this like 2-person intimate
Literally.
scene.
Yeah. That was.
I love that they don't have balconies on the sides. I love that everyone's just facing forward. It's so special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us digress from.
know. I'm sorry.
This is it's
Yeah.
such a. I'm just mind blown that we were just there. And
That's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
yeah, we were just there in the
Yeah.
same area. But tell us, so like when I believe it's out now.
Is it the 16th or the
16th,
15th?
April 16th.
Yeah.
This one. So this will be on after April 16th.
This will be
Yeah.
right before.
Right
So
before. April
you
15th.
can, if you're watching this on Monday,
Comes out April 16th,
Yeah, again, it comes out
7
Tuesday.
p.m. on WTTW and WTTW.com/Chicago Mysteries. You
Yeah.
can watch the whole show there.
And if you have the PBS app, you can like watch it on there
Yes.
too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you're a member, you get Passport, which opens up more options on the PBS app. But
Yeah.
you can watch all the PBS shows and all of my shows.
Yes.
Stream them. On
You
the
should.
PBS
They're
app.
Yes.
like so special.
like honestly, you can listen to us. We've done a lot of documentation, but like take it from
Yeah.
Geoffrey
And
Baer.
you like get to go to all these.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so cool.
Well, that's one of the things I've been saying to people, especially when we've been doing this Chicago Works project, which that doesn't come out till December.
Okay.
so-
Okay.
But it's a little bit the same with you. I
Yeah.
mean, it's our job to go places where you're not allowed to go.
Right. So we
right.
can show
And
you what
show
it,
it to
yeah,
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Tangible.
Yeah,
it's,
like that's our job.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how
What a fun
about,
job.
what that's so cool.
Yeah, this
it's
is
so
the greatest job that I've ever had.
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
Is it to be able to see these behind the scenes things and how they work and hear these stories from the people is just amazing.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, for
Jeff.
real. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We got to get you on here a couple more times so you can take the lead. 5 is the most appearances by one person.
Okay.
We'll see you in December.
Yeah, right.
I'll be there for you.
Yeah. But thank you again, and thank you
Get us
the,
out
the
of
whole
this
house.
devil baby house.
I know, right? Right. I kind of want to see now, like this.
So she's up in the attic. They'll take you up there. It's pretty gross.
God. No.
I guess it's like second floor too. Like anyway.
It's way up there.
It's way
The
up
attic is really kind of creepy up there.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll go. So, thank you again, Jeff.
My pleasure.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
And we're back.
I hope you enjoyed that.
I hope you did.
We love Geoffrey.
Man, shout out to Geoffrey. But
He's so so nice. Sometimes people ask us, is he as nice in real life as he is on the... He's nicer. He's literally nicer. He's funny as hell. Go follow him on Instagram, by the way. He has a new Instagram.
Geoffrey Baer, WTTW, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I kind of like... Every time I see him, I bully him that he doesn't have an Instagram.
And he got one this time.
This time he has one, so go follow him.
Stay tuned.
He's the best.
And watch our Instagram. That was we got a fun one coming up for you. But shout out to Geoffrey Baer and WTTW for allowing us to have spend some time with him again. Also, Geoffrey Baer is number 3. Is number 2 on the list of most visited on the podcast now.
For real.
And physically, he's been on the show 3 times. Shout out to Shy Food Local. They've been on there 5 times.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
It's Geoffrey's on the come up. He got another show, like he said, coming up in December. So I'm sure we'll talk to him around that time. But drama.
It's my therapy water.
But I think we're good to get out of here.
Yep. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with someone you love. Please support us. That's the best way to do it. If you did not enjoy this episode, check back next week. You might learn something new, something different, something better. Yeah. Perhaps. Maybe not. Maybe this is the peak and it's downhill from here.
Maybe this is the peak.
Damn. All right. Well, we'll see you next week.
All right.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, and we hope you loved it.
And if you could, please follow us on social media at 77 Flavors Shy on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter.
If you have any ideas or deep dives that you'd love us to do, please contact us at media@77flavorsshy. That's the number 77 flavors and shy for Chicago.com.
If you like visuals, please subscribe and follow and watch us on our YouTube channel at the same thing, 77 Flavors Shy, or search 77 Flavors of Chicago.
If you would like to support us monetarily, go ahead and click that Buzzsprout link in the description of this episode.
And as always, we gonna see you next week. Peace.